Hey everyone, it's Lexie. So in today's video I will be doing a room tour. So this is something that I've done for my apartment when I was back at school, but I've never done a room tour, so I thought this would be something to kind of spice up some of my book related videos. So let me know in the comments below if you like seeing more of these lifestyle ones and all of that fun stuff. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Alrighty, so when you first walk into my room, this is kind of what you see. So when we moved into this house, my parents wanted to downsize. So this was actually the office. So you can see here that there isn't a closet. And so mine is actually downstairs. We are in the process of renovating it. So like my closet stuff is downstairs, but you can see it's quite, for an office, it's pretty good size, and I like being on the main floor, so I can't complain there. So starting out behind my door here, I have like this hanging thing that I keep just of, mostly it's like bags and then scarves, and then I have like my kind of bathrobes here, and then this was a scarf that my sister got me for Christmas. This was the bag that I used for work, my gym bag, and then these three purses that you see here are the ones that I use most often. I have my other ones downstairs, but these are the ones that are like special, like my special occasion ones are downstairs, but these are the ones that I kind of switch out depending on what I'm doing that day. And then kind of back here is I have some my laundry basket, some slippers, and then a tripod for when where I keep my light on for my videos. And then up here I just have this Taylor Swift, and in the death of her reputation she felt truly alive. I have that, and then I do have quite a bit of other things. I have the poster for when we saw her in Toronto, kind of another thing as well, this I guess poster that I also included the tickets when we saw her for Red in 1989, and then the Delicate kind of poster as well. So moving on to this area here, this is obviously something you guys are familiar with. These are my bookshelves, and I'm going to do an organization cleaning video of these stuff, so it's a little dusty and just kind of in chaos right now, so kind of just ignore that. But these are the Billy bookcases, and then I also have the extensions all the way up to the top there. And then I have this middle thing where I keep, I'll kind of do more in depth, but this is where I kind of keep, it's like my vanity almost, and then I just kind of have some storage in here. This is my junk drawer that I want to go through. I kind of want to do a video of me organizing it, but we'll see. And so kind of down here at the bottom I have my gym shoes. These are my favorite. They are New Balance that I got from Kohl's, and they're very lightweight and I really love them. And then down here is where I keep my slippers. So I have my UGG ones, and these ones are kind of more shoe style, and then I have these as well. So I love my slippers. So moving on to my vanity here, I just have some knickknacks up here on the top, just a lot of mugs. I can't wait to have my own place because I have a stockpile of mugs, as you can see throughout this video, but I just kind of have some pictures, some mugs, other miscellaneous stuff as well. And then so on the top row of my vanity I have my perfumes. I have like my Taylor Swift ones. I have all of her perfumes here, and then some of these are my favorite from Bath and Body Works. Frosted Winter Woods, which was from a couple years ago, which is my favorite, and then Sweater Weather is a new favorite as well. I have some of these boxes here. This is where I store all my nail polish, and then up here is where I keep the pamphlets from David's Tea for the teas that I really like, so I can look back and be like, okay, which ones do I want to try this time? This is just a makeup travel case for my brushes, and then here is like a memory box, and I do have a couple of these, as you'll see, but if these are like where I keep little things, trinkets from, you know, places I go, cards, all of that fun stuff. This is more of the makeup that I use in like storage and all that. So starting out here on the corner, this is where I have just some of my hair stuff, my hair oil, face spray, makeup or nail polish remover, all of that stuff. And I also have my nail polishes that I'm gonna paint this weekend. I do have a makeup storage video, which I can link up in the cards. It's probably a little bit older, but in general it hasn't changed much. I got this off of Amazon and I really like it. It's helped me really downsize the makeup that I use. And then here in the corner is where I keep my palettes, as you can see, like the Urban Decay Naked palette, Beauty and the Beast, all that stuff. And this is something my sister got me for Christmas, so I just have all that, and then some paper like markers and post-it notes. So moving on to this bottom part here, this is probably the most used section. These are things that I use basically every single day. So I just have like my makeup remover, my Lush face spray, kind of acne Lush spot treatment, I guess you can say, my toner, deodorant, glucosamine because I have the joints of an 80-year-old woman, and my moisturizer, and then some of my extra makeup brushes, and then some pencils and all that, and then this mirror as well, as you can see. So over here you can see this is my bookshelves where I do store some of my books, but I have some little knickknacks on the top here. This is where I usually end up storing my candle. I have a wax burner up in the corner there. This box is where I store some of my cables, like cords and all that. My bookmarks are all back here. Some guitar, like a dehumidifier, and some picks and a capo are in there as well. And then I have my Bluetooth speaker. This is a bag from Roots that I usually, when I'm at school, this is where I keep all of my cables and all that I'll need throughout the day, and a lighter. So moving on to this little nook by my bookshelf, I first have this cute embroidered bag where I keep some of my computer stuff from when I'm up here and I'm working. And then down here, like this corner is generally like my hobby craft area. So down here, this is just a bag that I bring up and down between my desks downstairs, and it just has my 2 agendas in there. And then this is where I keep all of my camera and camera accessories, and then a heating pad because I'm a girl. And so basically, like, this is my tripod that I use when I'm vlogging. I have my camera case, and then my light that I use. Down here is where I keep kind of my important documents, and then watercolor painting paper, and then watercolor crowns, or pencil crowns, I guess you should say. And then so up here is this little box here was something that my aunt gave me, and this is where I keep some of my tea samples that I get from David's Tea and some of my tea accessories. And this is the Sonos speaker that I got as a graduation gift from my neighbors, and I love this. This speaker is amazing, and they know I'm like really into music, and so they thought this would be perfect, and I honestly use it every single day. I love it. Here's where I keep some of my bullet journal stuff, so my bullet journal, my pens, and then my little pencil case that I use with it. Down here is where I keep some of my craft stuff, so I have watercolor, like pens, watercolors, my crochet hooks, gel pens, all that stuff, so, and my embroidery, which is going very slowly, but this is where I kind of keep all that stuff that I use quite a bit for craft stuff. I've been getting into watercolor painting, so you can see there's a lot of stuff in there. So down here on the bottom, this is where I keep all of my candles. I actually don't buy candles for myself, like they're usually gifts and they're just like a standard thing that I get at Christmas. So I've been trying to use them up, and it's going slowly but surely. I've been using them, so I've been trying to burn one every time that I'm in my room, and I just have some of my cables and all that for charging. The GoPro's charging for my cleaning video later today. So this is my bedside table, and as you can see, I'm reading 2 books right now, The Beauty of Darkness and The Huntress as well. So I just keep these on my bedside table. Usually my book will kind of travel around with me. I have my Fitbit Versa charger here, some melatonin because I'm not the greatest sleeper. The Coco Shea Honey body lotion is the best thing ever. It smells so good, and I'm not a big lotion person, but it makes your skin really soft and not really oily. I have some of my pens that I use for my bullet journal, some other pens here, and some makeup brushes as well. I have my Sleepy lotion from Lush, which is what I use at bedtime. I put it on my arms and it just kind of helps relax me. I have a guitar pick here, a Taylor Swift one. This is my favorite one. You can tell it's really well used because it's all kind of, the picture's kind of melting away. And then some chapstick. Alrighty, so moving on to the bed itself, right at the foot of my bed I have Tucker's bed, and he loves this thing. This was the best purchase I've ever made in my entire life. He loves it so much. We get it all nice and cozy with his blankets, and then he has his little piggy toys that are his favorite. And then this blanket up here is the one I put on him at bedtime. But this bed is obviously what I sleep in. So I have a couple blankets on here. This is obviously Tucker's. This was something that my yaya crocheted that she wanted to give me before she passed away, and this was another thing as well. So I just keep that on the edge of my bed. I really like it. It's really special to me. And then this is a blanket that I crocheted as well. It took me like 6 months. But it's really, like, it's a really heavy wool too. So if you like weighted sheets, then this is, like, I love this. It's so cozy. Like, my favorite thing I've ever made. And then this is a blanket that my aunt got me at Indigo, actually, for my birthday. And it's really soft. And I just kind of keep that there as well. During the summer, obviously, I don't have all this stuff on, but now that it's kind of winter time, I can get away with that. And then this is my stuffed animal that I sleep with. My yaya got it for me. Like, I had one when I was little named Amber that I loved, and she was, like, literally had holes in her. So actually a couple months before my yaya passed away, she got me this one, and it's Lucky. We had a golden retriever, so that's why it's named Lucky, so that's why it's really special to me. So on this wall here above my bed, up top, I have like these little like cord things that you wear at graduation. So I have one for both of my bachelor's degree and then my master's as well that I have up there, and then high school's up there. I have my Taylor Swift calendar because obviously I love her. Some little knickknacks on this board. I have my signed Kelsey Ballerini poster as well, so I framed that. So up here on above my bed, I have these little craft boxes that I got from Joann's, and I've seen them at like basically every craft store. So my dad hung them up on the wall for me, and this on this side here is where I keep my extra journals and then some of the bigger books that don't really fit on my bookshelf. So I have a book on Terry Fox, a book about dogs, and all that stuff. So I have that there, and then up on the one on the right I have my cookbooks and some other knickknacks as well. So this is a newly designed wall in my room. It was kind of chaos, but I wanted to organize it in a way that just looked a little bit more looked a little nicer. So I have some pictures here. Here is framed, I guess, in the Taylor Swift Reputation like deluxe edition from Target. It came with this little poster, so I framed that. Is this the end of all the endings? And I just have some pictures throughout my life and all of that stuff. My graduation, my yaya is in there, just family pictures, and these are pictures that really make me happy. I got these frames that are like the distressed wood from Amazon, and I actually really like them, and I want to get more to kind of fill up underneath this this little hanging fixture here. So above here, this is where I just kind of keep some other miscellaneous stuff. So remember I said I had memory boxes, so these are where I keep my other ones that are a little bit older, and some of magazines. I don't really buy a lot of magazines, but I just keep them up there as well. I don't really know what to do with them. And then this is where I keep my tour books from all the concerts that I've been to, so I have them down here. And then some of the mugs that I've gotten as gifts over the years. Like I said, I can't wait to have my own place where I can actually display this. So they're just kind of up there collecting dust right now. So on the other side of this bookshelf, I have my ukulele, which I hang up on the wall for just to make it clear up some room. And then kind of down here at the base of my bed, this is where I have my guitar. So I have my 12-string, my music stand, and then my 6-string, and then my Taylor guitar, which is like my favorite guitar ever. I keep out in the family room because it's very pretty. And then here is just kind of more storage spot. When I moved back from my apartment, I had all these pictures, and so I haven't hung some of them up yet. Some of them you can't hang, so I think that's part of the problem. So I've just stored them in here, and then I have my David's Tea Advent calendar from a couple years ago that I'm trying to use up all the teas in there. My cozy reading socks, and then my diploma are kind of there. Just I need to kind of sort through this area. And then here is a box of my more fancier shoes that I need to wear, like when I was at work, and my fancy winter boots. So kind of behind this guitar area too, this is an area that I need to sort out. But these are, I get these really big Ziploc bags that I store my crochet projects in for people. So a friend of the family is having twins, so I crochet 2 blankets here, and then I keep the extra Ziplocs here. And then this is just a Roots bag that I use to store my winter stuff, and I just take it up from my closet when it's winter time. And then I have some boards here that were originally against my old wall, but I just keep them there for now for storage purposes, but I'm going to bring them downstairs. So this is an armoire that I've had for basically my entire life. You can see like this is all a matching set with my bed, my vanity, side table, all that. My parents very much like the dark wood. I like white wood, but that's okay. So I've had this basically since I was a baby. So I store my clothes in here. And then I have my vanity where I keep some of my pictures, jewelry boxes, all that fun stuff, brushes, all that cool stuff, and my VIP passes from when I've met Kelsey Ballerini. But yeah, I also kind of have some more knickknacks. You can see me here against this thing. But yeah, I just have some pictures here. These were for my grandma's actually, so I just keep these here. And then these were actually flowers from my yaya's funeral that I've hung upside down. I think they're really pretty, and my yaya was really into flowers, so like when I think of flowers I think of yaya, so this is just a nice little memory trinket that I have here. That's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below what kind of your favorite parts are about my room. If you have any style suggestions or all that, let me know. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.